In today's episode, we are urban stealth camping in my Tesla near an Anytime Fitness, and it gets pretty scary as cops showed up because there was a fight down the street. Lots of people are also walking by that I like to call zombies, and I give you guys some tips and tricks of how to stealth camp in the city the right way so you can save money on hotels or campground fees. What's up guys, we're at an Anytime Fitness gym parking lot right now, and most people think that you need an RV, an Airbnb, or even a house to stay overnight in a city. What if I told you that there was another way to overnight car camp in a city and stay for free, basically? Well, there's this place I want to show y'all. It's called Anytime Fitness, and it's $40 a month, but you can pretty much have your own private shower room and a whole entire gym setup for just $40 a month. Not sponsored, but this is how I travel all across the US and for budget friendly. And there is definitely a right way to do this, and there is definitely a wrong way to do this. I'll tell you guys a story. I car camped in the parking lot of Anytime Fitness before, and I almost got robbed, and someone tried to enter my car, a homeless man. And yeah, the parking lots can be pretty shady sometimes. Like right now, there was a fight over at the grocery store right there, and the guy ran off, but the cops came. And yeah, so some of them can be pretty bad. So what you want to do is you want to car camp in one of the neighborhood residential areas nearby. And the way to do that is just go to Google Maps and then look for it on the map. Okay, so before you leave your car, you always want to put your window car covers up, so you never know who's going to look in. Tonight's meal of choice, Ritz crackers with some peanut butter. Just a little snack. I'm not too hungry. I already ate earlier, so there you go. Peace. If I don't spill this. So the coolest thing about this setup is nobody knows I'm here. So we got our window car covers all the way from the front to the side and all the way to the back. And no one can see through the moonroof, so yeah. If you guys haven't watched this Netflix series, The Murder of Gabby Petito, oh my God. It is so scary. It's about this van life girl that pretty much, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's about van life, and it's a scary story that actually happened in Moab. All right, so as predicted, as the night goes on, the parking lot gets a little bit more empty. As you can see, there's barely any cars there now. And we're starting to become the only one here. Okay, I installed this light here so I can get more light. So this is all my clothes. This is my toiletry bag. So I have all this set up in here. It's an organized system. So basically, like my shorts go in here. All the shorts go in one spot, right? One bag. All the pants go right here. So this is my jogging pants, and all my shirts go in here. And so you see everything has a home. And as I zip it back up, these are my socks. So as you can see, everything's compact. These packing cubes make everything more compressed. Therefore, you have more room inside your frunk. So now we're entering the Anytime Fitness. So all these have a key fob. So when you enter in, it's all 24-hour access. So you can enter this anytime. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Nico, why don't you use Planet Fitness instead? Well, it's $10 a month over there versus this one is $40. But the key thing with Anytime Fitness is the key fob thing, and you just have this private shower room. I know Planet Fitness has a shower area, but it's not closed off like this. Like you could use this and be in your own zone basically. Okay, here's the main event. Okay, that right there, and sometimes they have body wash and shampoo and stuff. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. It has an outlet for all your stuff, it has a sink, a toilet, and a shower. So you can skip the campgrounds, you can skip the hotels. This is $40 a month and you get an entire private bathroom in every single Anytime Fitness all across the US. These are like franchised, meaning they're owned by family owned. And so it's cool because each one is kind of different. Sometimes you get really nice ones like this one, and sometimes you get really crappy ones like in the middle of nowhere. But this is one of the nicer ones, and I'm gonna take a shower basically and get ready for the night. My name is Nico Murillo, and I created the world's first Tesla van by ripping out the passenger seat of the Tesla Model Y, but also putting an entire bed frame in here. So that way I could sleep in here and skip hotels while traveling. This is the problem and issue I'm having. There's this gap right here that I just sink into all the time, and it's very annoying. Today's sponsor is by Elegear, and I'll show you guys the sleeping pad. But when I put it in here, it's a 3-inch memory foam mattress, and it's self-inflated, so you don't have to use, like, you don't have to blow into it. Pause. Okay, so it comes in this giant carrying case and super convenient. So car camping is just another way to save money. I mean, campsites are already like $10 to $30, not to mention hotels. They're like on average in the US, $150 a night. So you might as well camp in your car, use a sleeping pad like the Elegear pad right here, and go save you some money. That's what I did. I went to a bunch of different national parks and just parked at Anytime Fitnesses and car camped in the parking lots. And so this is the part where you press this and then it'll inflate on its own. And you see how it's rising right now? It literally took a couple seconds and now it's fully inflated. And so just press down on these things. And this has solved the problem now of not having a middle gap. All right, and just for reference, I am 5'8", and I'm gonna have a lot of room here. And just a huge thank you to Elegear for sending me this camping pad. Always have a hair dryer on you. I don't carry a towel. I usually dry myself off with a blow dryer. Bam. Okay, so the one thing I did forget was my lotion for my body. And so I also forgot Q-tips. So you'll forget a lot of things, but once you get in the groove of things, like you do this for a long time, because I actually took a break from car living. And once you get in the groove, like you won't forget stuff and you'll have a routine. Final sweep check. Always do a final sweep check because you always forget something. So when I went to Zion National Park last year, there was actually an Anytime Fitness nearby the park, and I was able to use the gym and I was able to use the shower, so it was very convenient for me. Alright, so we are all freshened up, and now the semi-hard part is done. Now the super difficult part is to find a spot to car camp at, which is in the residential neighborhood, which is close by. Okay, so I want to give you guys some tips if you guys are going to stealth camp. Tip number 1 is to get your setup all done at an outside parking lot first. Get everything ready to camp, because when you are in a residential neighborhood, you don't want to hang out, have anything like your trunk open or your front open or anything open at all. You want to make sure you're super stealthy, you're not making a lot of noise, so you could be super incognito. Try to come in late and then leave early. And most of the Anytime Fitnesses are near residentials, so you'll be having a good percentage-wise of getting there. Tonight's spot, I think so. Turn off our lights, fold the mirrors. Another tip would be the window car covers, because they make sure that you're super stealthy. Everything in here is going to be covered, so when people pass by, they will not notice a thing. Another tip would be setting a driver profile. I set up an office where the seat rolls all the way back. All right, so this is the camping pad that we have from Elegear. They pretty much sent it over, and it's a 3.1 inch memory foam with a self-inflating feature. So we're testing that out tonight, seeing how it fares. And we've got to be quiet because we don't want to get caught over here. We're near a park, and so this is a residential neighborhood, so you want to be really stealthy and really quiet while we're here. Okay, and another piece of advice would be have an exit plan. So don't box yourself into a parking spot. Always make sure that you have like one parking space in front of you open, and if you don't, it's fine. Just know that you need backup plans and also a stealth weapon. So right here I have a taser, so if anyone wants to come and tase, I can, you know, just jab him with this and it'll be fine. Okay, but how cool is this, guys? No one suspects a damn thing. I mean, we got our security cameras right here, so you can basically see anyone walk up on the left or right or in the back. Check this out. Elegear Park. Oh, I heard something. Oh my god. Okay, just gonna put that back on. I heard like a little crackle in the, I don't know what that was. Damn, this back window's tinted so bad. I wonder what that noise was. It's probably just a tree branch falling. Okay, now I'm good. Okay, and another tip, if you're stealth camping with a Tesla specifically, you want to lock your car on the screen here and not on your phone, because if you lock it on your phone, the car is going to think it's you and someone else can open it from the outside. Okay, we got some action here. I heard someone in the back. Who's that? Oh, we got some people right there. Hopefully they don't suspect me here. I mean, I have all the window covers up, so they're not gonna see nothing through that. Okay, and another tip. So obviously the goal here is to not die and survive the night. But to check the neighborhood that you're gonna car camp in, make sure there's no like cars that are like worn down. Try to avoid those. If you absolutely can't find a spot, personally, what I did in Oregon, I parked at a Love's truck stop, and I was able to camp over there overnight. And yeah, or a Pilot, Flying J, anything like that. Those truck stops are available across the country sometimes. But yeah, I've had one time where I didn't have a great neighborhood and it was run down in Oregon, and I just parked at the Love's instead. Oh my god, guys, there was a dog and an owner that walked by, and the dog like stopped right here, and I was like, oh, does the dog sense me? Because, you know, dogs can like smell like really good like senses, and they just walked away. I was like, oh, thank god. This is like what I live for, man. Stuff like this. Oh, there's another dog owner right there. See them? That's a new one. All right, we got more action. We got somebody parking right there. Must be another person that lives close by.
What's up, guys? Currently 8:30 in the morning, and so this pad was okay. I would say a rating of like a 7 out of 10. The car is not level, and so when I'm parked on a slope a little bit, so I'm kind of tilted. So I had to put a pillow in the back right here.
Okay, so yesterday it kept sliding, so this thing tends to slide a lot, and so you can see how the blanket kind of went this way. So I gotta put a comforter or something on this so it won't slide. Alright, so current temperature outside is 54 degrees. It did stay around like 52 degrees last night, so I didn't need to use the climate control. But it did feel a little bit cold, so I used the climate control for maybe like 3 hours, or maybe 4 hours. In the middle of the night, I had to turn it on, and we were at 40% when we slept, and now we're at 36%. So climate control, if you want to keep the heater or the AC on, it's going to take about 1% per hour. So that's what we have woken up with, if you can see that. But it's 36%. It's currently 8:43 a.m. and it's currently Monday, March 24th, 2025. Now that is a nice view. What a sight to wake up to. So I keep all my window car covers right here on the side, so when I want to put them up in the morning, I just have easy access to just put them up. I used to put them in the trunk, but now they stay here because it's so more convenient. Okay, the next thing that you might want to do is to check your Sentry Mode cameras when you slept. And so this is what was at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's a random person walking by, and you know, sometimes a bit scary. Looks like we had a furry friend climb up our hood last night. Isn't this the best? So the sink doesn't work. I put soap all over my hand, and then I had to use the shower to wash my hands. That's what you get when you don't look up. This sink is like out of order. Okay, so I am on day number 5 of no stimulants, like no caffeine, no coffee, and I think it's time. This is pre-workout, but it's non-stimulant, so it's just blood flow stuff. Yeah, my first 2 or 3 days, I was so groggy, taking naps during the middle of the day, but we're gonna have some non-stim pre-workout, and I'm gonna be okay. Always got my water right here. If you guys don't know, I love Iron Man. And you guys know me, I love to have my quick oats. Quick oats in the morning. And now that it's getting hotter, flies become a huge important factor when living in a car or car camping. In the winter, there's not that many flies, but in the summer or spring, that's when all the bugs start coming out, so. On today's episode of Cooking with Nico, okay, so protein oats is my main source of breakfast in the morning. So add a scoop of protein powder, some peanut butter, about a double teaspoon, and just put it in there with protein powder with quick oats, and you got some protein oats in the morning. 2 minutes in the microwave, and you're bueno. Bam! And this is a chocolate protein powder. So don't be jealous, just get your own in the parking lot. It's like a little sludge. Check me out. Okay. My goodness. Delicious. My God. This is the best breakfast after a leg workout. Okay, right now we're at 33%, and I'll show you guys pretty much how much it costs to charge this thing. Just plug it in. It says it's gonna take 30 minutes to reach 80%. All right, we're 30 minutes later, and it's a total of 230 miles. And the charging session was $15.67. So 15 bucks to get from 32% all the way to 80%. So that's the charging cost that you're expected to have when having a Tesla. $15 is not bad when considering that you're filling up your car, right? So that's perspective for you. Okay, and if you guys want to watch the video where I was parking at an Anytime Fitness and a homeless man almost broke into my car, I'll link the video right here. It was kind of scary, but the whole story is in that video. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.